What's going on, everybody? Happy Friday. Welcome back to the Automation Station here with the PeakBot team, the household name for automated trading. I'm Dylan, joined by my co-founder and co-host, Ben. I couldn't get it. Ben.
What direction am I for you?
Well, this is really messing me up, truthfully.
You're this way for me.
You're this way for me. I hate that. I guess it works, but like if we ever wanted to point at each other right now, no, see now. Point at me. Point at me. This is terrible.
It works out for my angle.
Yeah, for us. But
you're pointing at me.
Anyway, welcome back. The show where we point at each other for the next 30 minutes. No, we are here. Got a packed show. Going to go through a ton of stuff. We're going to talk about bot results. We're going to talk about some new bots that are coming. We're going to talk about some bot partners that are launching exclusively to Tradier. And trader trivia. Maybe we'll check out some live positions. I want Ben to gloat about BenBot today, that's for sure, with a new approach.
Today's a tough. I'll gloat for sure.
You should. And look, we're transparent. It's fine. A lot of ball game left. A lot of ball game left today. But when SPX is down over 1%, it's tough.
Right, Doug, you missed us on Lex's show.
Oh,
honestly,
okay.
I think we recorded that like 2 months ago. I completely forgot about it.
Yeah, wow, we missed it.
We missed it too.
Let us know how it is, Doug. So fantastic. All right, so a couple things we can dive in, Ben. We're gonna start getting people trickling in here now, I believe. Is there anything I missed from the update? Do we want to do trader trivia as people are swarming in? Do we want to?
Yeah, we've got some trader trivia. We'll go over the bots. Pretty solid start to the month. We're about halfway through the month at this point. And then say like towards the back half of December, a lot of bots will be on the sideline. Just because that's when a lot of rebalancing happens. That's when a lot of end of year adjustments are happening, or if you're proactive, you're planning for 2026. So a lot of inactivity will be taking place, a lot of low volume too on certain days. Like I think the day after Christmas is a Friday. Nobody's going to be trading that day. We're not going to get the volume that we're going to want to see to sell options. We want options to be highly priced when we sell them, and then we buy them back in the lull. So anyways, yes, packed show. Let's get into trader trivia.
Let's do it. All right, so Ben's gonna pull that up. I'm gonna switch up the music unless you're already on it. Let's see. Oh, dude, that was good timing right there.
That was good timing.
That was pretty good. All right. If only I could have changed the music too. All right. Let's do it.
Here's how this works. If you are new to watching us, welcome. And you now have the opportunity to win 1 free month of PeakBot. All you have to do is answer this question correctly and email us the answer to experience@peakbot.com. The question today is, what year did the New York Stock Exchange merge with Euronext to become the first transatlantic stock exchange? I would have thought, I don't know the answer to this, but I would have thought it would have happened before the 2000s, but I guess not. So is the answer A, 2004, B, 2007, C, 2013, or D, 2016?
We're all about being honest here, right? I wasn't familiar with this whole deal here, truthfully.
Well, I'm thinking it probably happened B. It was probably something highly celebrated, and then we got the crash of 08, 09.
I was going to say
directly after that.
It's totally wiped out.
For the sake of irony.
Yeah.
So send your guesses into this email address on screen, experience@peakbot.com. If you get it right, we're going to email you back with a link to get started with 1 free month of PeakBot. All right. While we wait for you to send your answers in, let's learn a little something, a little fun fact. Did you know that the U.S. has over 6,000 publicly traded companies, yet only a small group of a few hundred large corporations drive most of the market's daily movement? These are major companies. They're often called market leaders or heavyweights. You might also hear them referred to as blue chip stocks. They carry so much influence due to their massive size, high trading volume, and dominant roles in the economy that their performance can sway the entire market, even when thousands of smaller companies barely move. I mean, we see this with the composition of the S&P, right? SPX, right? The Mag 7 make up about 30% of the S&P. So if we're thinking about how much the Mag 7 make up of all 6,000 companies, I'd be curious to know that percentage.
We can probably figure it out by the end of the show. By the way, I want to make sure they on screen can see the answers, so they're submitting it. But yes, yeah, it's a good fun fact. It shows you that things can be heavily skewed in the direction of a couple of very large companies, but everybody's in the game.
Yep. All right, we ready for this answer?
Yep.
All right. The answer to this question is, can I get a drum roll, please?
Okay, hold on, please.
Can I get a drum roll, please? Oh, look at that. It's B, 2007. The merger in 2007 brought together the New York Stock Exchange and Euronext, creating the world's first transatlantic stock exchange. By combining major U.S. and European markets, it allowed investors to trade across continents more easily, increase global market reach, and connected two of the largest financial hubs under one unified exchange group.
Is it still around?
I mean, it's just the New York Stock Exchange now.
Oh, it's just okay. So it's just the merger. Gotcha. Understood. That's not okay. Now that sounds stupid again. It's all right. We'll move past it. 2007. Hopefully you were right, like Ben. Yeah, tough time to launch it, but that's okay. We feel that way about some of our bots, don't we, Ben? Always tough time to launch. Yeah, great idea, great results.
We've got the best luck.
Yeah,
when we launch our bots. But hey, King AI has actually been crushing it since launch.
Oh, if you want to just do that, I feel
what are we talking about? Yeah, let's do that.
Let's just do it. Get the music up. I'm showing the results. Here we go. Let's see here. All right. So this is where things get fun. All right. So let's talk about King AI. For those of you who are not familiar, King AI is our fully automated SPX bot. It trades iron condors, 1DTE, okay, with strict entry criteria. Our bot is the one determining, our AI model is determining the confidence level at different deltas to determine where we want to enter this condor and about how much credit we're looking to collect. Okay, so this bot has over 10 years of back-tested data with a total return, back-tested return of over 1,000%. Ridiculous numbers, but we care about what it's done since live. And these are the numbers here since September 17th. So coming up on 3 full months, the bot has taken 37 trades. It's won 33 of them. That's nearly a 90% win rate, which is what we saw in the backtest data. About 95% cumulative across backtested data. So we're very happy with that. The ROI, how much money have people made if they've been trading this the whole time? The answer is $1,825, and that's per unit. All right, you can trade 2 units on PeakBot, and if you wanted access to more units of King AI or any of our other bots, you can just shoot us a message, and we will get you taken care of. Cash on cash return. This is a really fun number, 91% cash on cash. We're talking about the $2,000 in cash needed to actually run this strategy day in and day out. How do we get there? Well, it's a $10 credit spread. All right. So it's an iron condor with $10 wings. And so we're risking $1,000 per trade, and you can be in both at the same time, essentially today's trade expiring tomorrow, and then you can get in tomorrow's expiring the next day at the same time. So $2,000 is how much cash is needed to run 1 unit of our King AI bot, fully automated in your account across brokers. But of course, best experience you'll get here with Tradier, as well as the lowest fees. So really, really fun. And if you want to see the results, you can head on over, and maybe Ben can put this in the chat, but you can head on over to peakbot.com/KingAI results, and you'll be taken here, and I'll zoom in. All right. So this is the full back tested data set. But what we can see here is trades since it's been live is everything in the green. All right, so we can see the losses, 885, 880, then a small loss of 146. All right, but only 4 losses since the launch. And yeah, it's crushing it. So all of our results are available. That's King AI. Ben, I had jinxed you maybe on the Ben bot. Explain, before we can look at the results, because they're great for this month.
Yeah.
Maybe briefly talk about your new approach, and then tell us about today. And that's okay if it's a rough day. Maybe tell us why. Show us the chart.
No, we will absolutely talk about today. Zoom in on these results. What you're going to notice here is you're not going to see any triple-digit winners. You're also not seeing any triple-digit losers right now. You might after today. We'll see how the day turns out. But yes, the new approach is shooting for about $75 a day in profit. If we can't get there, we'll settle with a smaller gain, of course. As you can see here, there are definitely some smaller gains than $75 on screen. The whole idea is to take risk off the table a lot earlier. When winners are winning, let's take profit and let's move on to the next day, right? When losers are losing, we're going to maybe make some different plays so they don't lose bad. We're going to roll down a little bit quicker to make those losers hurt less. We can see on Tuesday, December 2nd, we did take a loss, but it really wasn't that bad of a loss when we look at it compared to the winners. There were several days in here that would have lost that actually won because of the whole notion of let's take risk off of the table early. Like the 9th, there's only a $2 win, but we would have definitely lost that day. I believe December 4th, that $60 win was also a losing day. And then on Wednesday, we took risk off the table at 159, so a minute before interest rate announcements. Would have wound up winning, but we don't need to. Yeah, we don't need to trade through that. That's just not the most responsible thing for us to be doing.
All right.
So we have we're in a little bit of a pickle today when we're looking at IWM. Let me go ahead and get that pulled up on a chart here.
Let me know when you're ready.
My screen up or no?
Now it is. Yeah, I just want to make sure.
All right, so let's look at IWM. Let's look at pop that opening candle up. So we started the day. I'm looking at the 3-minute bars right now. We started the day way up here at almost $258, trading at almost $258. Since then, it's just been a disaster, right? Like we've just been dropping all day. We wound up collecting. We sold the 259 call, so our initial sold call was way up here at 259, and then shortly after the market opened, let me see the time exactly. We rolled down, so 10:09. So we rolled that down to the 257 call, which felt good for just a few minutes, and then we started to fall a little bit. I did consider one more roll down to 254, which would have landed us right around here, which that would have been the move. It would have locked in at least a $60 loss on the day. So, it's not fun to lock in a loss early, but you can see what happens or what can happen if you don't lock in that loss. So we're making some smaller trades right now. I'll go ahead and share. We still hold the 257 strike price.
Okay.
I'll share my Tradier account here. We can see IWM. We've got the 257 call. It has 5 cents left of value. That's probably going to just expire worthless today. I don't see us getting back up to 257. But you never know. So we're profiting on that. I've also got a 255 call. So I was trying to peg the bottom there at the $254 level. We dropped down to 253.50. Go back here real quick. We did drop down to like 253.50. But now we're bouncing back up. So I just want to scalp that call. I just want to make a little bit of cash back. It looks like we're up about $10 on that call for the time being. There is an order out there to close that call at $1, so we'd make $60 back on that. TBD if we're going to roll the 257 contract down. If we get a pop back up above 255, we'll probably do that. And again, sucks to lock in a loss, but I think it's better to do that at this point, the way that the market's been trending today. So we're looking at, we're down 314 here. We're up about, $70 when you add these two together. So $230 of loss that we're looking at, plus the let's see how much credit, and this is on a different screen. Sorry.
That's all right.
We collected a total of an additional 35 cents in credit. So we've got about, other than this, we've got about $1 in our favor, $100 in our favor. So we're looking at about a $200 loss today, where things are at right now. Again, we'll see if that continues, but we're going to keep an eye on this. I do see that we're pumping up a little bit. We are approaching that 255 strike, that price level. So, man, if we could get a bump above that, that would be pretty nice. Take some profit on those calls, or that call that we placed. I might just take profit on it now for a $20 scalp, and then start to think about rolling down. But we'll see how this momentum carries us through the next 15 minutes or so. So I just did a lot of talking, Dylan. Why don't you take the mic, and I'll continue to watch this position real quick.
You want to keep it live on screen?
Yeah, we can keep it on screen.
All right. Go to the 1 minute bars. No, I'm just kidding. Thomas would love that.
I will. I don't mind.
All right. So a couple things to discuss. I think it's worth mentioning. Let me just get this banner down. It's worth mentioning King Condor, Ben. We were kind of looking at this earlier today. Look, with any algo provider that's worth their weight, they're going to be adjusting and updating strategies and making strategies off of strategies. Little pump. Look at the 1 minute bar. It's better for live television. You know what I mean? It's just better. It might not be better.
I'm taking profit on my call.
Oh, okay.
I
can shut up.
Watch that live. Modify. Bam. I'm going to take it off of $1 and move it to 70 cents. So we'll see that fill hopefully in the next couple seconds here if we get that next pump up. Slightly nervous about it because I would assume there's some resistance at the 255 level. So continue. We'll wait to see if this fills at 70 cents. Excellent.
So King Condor, what I was getting at is, of course, our King AI strategy is the darling child right now of PeakBot, everyone's favorite strategy. It's hard for it not to be, given the results in just the 3 months in which it's been live, as well as the back-tested data. King AI was built off of King Condor. For those of you who have been around and are familiar, this was also our original Iron Condor strategy on SPX, 1DTE, just like King AI. However, the main difference was our original strategy always entered at the same delta, the 20 delta. This gave us higher premiums, roughly $300 in premium for the average win, but it gave us a way lower win rate, just north of 50%, which is all you need if your losses are going to be limited, in which they are. They're certainly not the sizable losses that King AI brings in, but that's okay because the win rate for King AI is a lot higher. Anyway, my point is we have two of these different strategies that are kind of built off of each other, operating in our portfolio for traders to utilize at the same time. For larger accounts, we see people trade both. Here's what I'm saying. They can both be successful. Although one is built off of the other, King Condor is having a stellar month. It's only taken 3 trades. Ben, I'm going to live pull up the results just for a second, and then we can bring you back. Oops, didn't mean to do that. Here's what I did mean to do. So here's our King Condor results for the month of December for anybody who's just getting into PeakBot. It's taken 3 trades. It's won all 3 of them. That is a 100% win rate. Silly stat, but I wanted to say it. $935 per unit. Okay, so if we're talking cash on cash, this is nearly a 50% return on the month. If we're talking a 10%, if we're talking about a $10,000 budget or buffer you put behind these strategies, which is what we like to do mentally for our portfolios, we're still talking about nearly a 10% return on the month in just 3 trades. So loving this. And again, King Condor over time, sure, it's going to have its drawdowns. I think the worst we've seen is nearly a 20% drawdown, somewhere in that neighborhood. But over time, Ben, I think the last time we looked at it, I think King Condor, at least from a back-tested date, standpoint, and from what we've seen in live trades, over time could be just as profitable, if not more profitable, than King AI. It's just, do you have the appetite and the cash flow?
It's a little riskier.
But let me tell you, Ben, we meet people who are like, great, give me both. You know what I mean? Nobody's just going King Condor when you see the King AI results, but people who are trading both right now in the month of December are happy. Yeah. That's for sure. So anyway, was that a decent distraction? Did you trade, Phil?
It did, yes. We filled at 70 cents. So the next step here is to look for the next roll. So we were able to make $30 back. I'm going to update my spreadsheet for that. So we got 30 cents. Okay, yeah. So now we got to look for another roll. Currently, do you want to look at that live? We could look at that live. We can make this.
Let's do it, man.
Show about the BenBot trade.
I got our hook. I know what our hook is.
What's the hook?
Something around BenBot and managing a trade live.
Yeah. So look, if we were to close this contract, we could close it for 8 cents, and then we could pick up the 255 strike for an extra 65 cents. We could pick up the 254 strike, which I would probably want that strike for $1.36. So hold on, I'm off screen again. I'm going to do this in my little calculator.
Hey, don't rush, man. Don't rush.
So we're going to go minus, call it 8 cents plus $1.30. All right.
I don't know if that helped or hurt, but
it hurt, but it's okay. We could lock in, not necessarily lock in, but we could cut our losses down to $150. And then it doesn't get better than that, though, unless we do some more scalping. But it doesn't get better than that.
All right. So what would your core logic and the last time you sat down to say, here's my new approach to the strategy, what would that brain tell you?
New approach to this strategy would say, let's wait it out. So we're going to wait it out.
I feel like I helped you there.
You might have.
I was your therapist there for a second. We need new music.
We tried playing new music, but they took us off of YouTube.
I know, but we got to go with we got to work with what's here a little bit better. All right. So, anything else to look at with the BenBot trade right now?
Nope.
Okay.
I'm going to continue to have eyes on it, but no, we can certainly move on.
Okay. So, a couple things, Ben. I'm going to talk about our flash sale that we have available for PeakBot. And then maybe we can highlight a couple of our partners and move on into economic events to look out for next week.
Sounds good.
All right, here we go. Taking this down, peakbot.com/flash-sale. All right, here it is. 1 second now. Okay, all right.
I got you.
All right, nope, don't want it up. Want it in a separate thing here. Hold on now.
Oh man. People saw the flash sale.
It's here. Okay, flash sale. Ending in 3 days. This. Oh, God. Okay, flash that. Let's get Ben bot off the screen. Jeez. All right, end of year, end of excuses. Okay, $500 off PeakBot, our bots only subscription. So no bells and whistles. Access to all of our strategies as they're coming in, as they're being developed. You're not paying for more bots. Okay, your license, what you pay annually, isn't going to go up every time we renew your subscription. You're locking in your rates. So you're saving $500 off a year every year. All right. So normally we have our bots only package, okay, at $19.90 for the year. Right now you can lock that in for $14.90 for the year. That's under $125 as a monthly subscription. Okay, that's what that bakes out to. And right now we have 5 strategies, soon to be a 6th, that you have access to. So if we really want to do the math here, we're paying about $20-$25 a bot here per month. All right. Access to that, one-on-one onboarding call, access to the Discord, locking your rate for life, 7-day chat support. We're here. Okay, we pride ourselves on being available, and feel free to ask us any questions that you might have. So again, you're going to want to head on over. I'll put this in the chat here. peakbot.com/flash-sale. How terrible is that?
/sale.
/sale. And it's very important that you put the dash in. But head on over there, all right, and check us out. And if you have questions, you can also just head on over to peakbot.com and use the chat button, and we'll get you set up. Okay, Ben, that was my quick plug on our end of the year deal. What do you want to do? I mean, we can talk about a couple partners. I feel like we talk about our partners a ton. We got a new one starting today, Educator to Trader, 0DTE SPX trades, and hoping to see some great success there. She's got some great results. A lot of people very excited about that, already signed up and running. So very excited for our new partner, Arlissa, to be trading exclusively with Tradier. So best of luck to everybody involved with that.
I'm sure. One interesting thing that is in the works, and we'll talk about it because I'm pretty confident it's going to happen. Sometime in February, we're estimating, PeakBot is going to host a summit, our own summit with Tradier. And we're going to bring on a bunch of our copy trading partners to talk about how they trade, their style of trading, and what you can do to copy their trades in a safe and secure fashion, all on the Tradier platform. So keep an eye out for more information on that. That's going to be, we're thinking,
Can't hear you. Say it again.
Mid-February,
So
2026.
Excellent. Yeah, we're excited to put the brains behind that and see what we can whip up here. It's going to be fascinating, and traders of all different styles who are all seeing great results. So it'll be incredibly insightful. So keep tuned in for that. Can you update on the Orb AI bot? First of all, Scooby Impreza, whoever you are, I love the name. And just so you know, if you're lonely over there on YouTube, we do. I feel like I have to say it every time, Ben. We get all of our viewers here on X and the Tradier Hub. But Ben, how about you give an Orbit AI update?
Yeah, Orbit AI. We are ready to rock and roll for beta, actually. There should have been, and if there hasn't been, there will be an email going out asking for beta testers starting on Monday. And then that beta will likely remain live for a month by request only. And then after that month, sometime in January, we will allow anybody in their accounts to trade it. Still in beta, but yeah, that one's looking pretty solid. The bot decided to not trade through FOMC, so I was happy to see that decision. I don't know if it would have won or it would have lost, but it did not trade through FOMC. It didn't trade today, so no opening position today. Although today I think would have been a winner, but I understand the thought process behind it and the way that we've kind of built out the back end. So Monday you'll be hearing more info if there hasn't been any communication sent out yet.
And for more context on Orbit AI, this is our new and improved version of our Shorebo strategy, which is our opening range breakout strategy on SPX. 0 DTE, $5 credit spread. We're entering based on the break of orb between 10 o'clock and 12 o'clock noon Eastern, so a 2-hour trading window. If we break in one direction or the other, we're going with the trend with either a bullish put credit spread or a bearish call credit spread, and we're giving it $10 of breathing room. So collecting, Ben, we're not changing that with Orbit AI, right? As far as how far out of the money the bot's going, that's staying the same.
Correct. Everything's the same except for the entry decision.
Bot AI model is determining its confidence level as to if it wants to trade or not. So Orbit AI on its way. Scooby and Preza, if you wanted to send us your email, just send it on over to experience@peakbot.com. Maybe you're already on the beta list, maybe you're not, but either way, we just want to let you know. All right, Ben, do you have any IWM BenBot trade updates? And if so, hit us. If not, let's go to economic events.
I don't have any updates right now. Still going to sit and wait. But yeah, let's go ahead and get this economic calendar pulled up. So not much going on for rest of day today. Looking at today going into Monday, not too much going on. The 1 DTEs today going into Monday, I'm gonna have to double check because of this big move we're getting in SPX right now. I'm not 100% sure if those will be trading today going into Monday. Monday into Tuesday next week, a lot of housing data,
Zoom in a little bit.
Non-farm payrolls on Tuesday morning. Non-farm payrolls have blown up condors as of late, so there won't be any trades Monday going into Tuesday for the 1 DTs, except King AI. King AI, we're going to let it rock, do its thing. King AI, fun fact, it was off for most of the week this week. It would have won every single day.
And hey, that's why we provide, actually, let me ask you this. Maybe that's a thought. Maybe you discuss it with the team. Do we provide the alerts regardless? We wouldn't, but we could. If we wanted to provide the alert for what the entry could be outside of if the bot decided to trade or not, we could. If we're sitting here going to make that statement, it's just a thought that came out. That's all. Listen, maybe if it's going to be triggered every day, let's see what put the confidence levels out. Let the people decide.
Yeah, we can maybe do that. TBD on that. Nice. Tuesday going into Wednesday, retail sales. Looks like 20-year bond auction, so Max's bot will be off. Wednesday going into Thursday, CPI, bunch of inflation data. King Condor will be off. King AI will be trading. Friday, we got that Michigan Consumer Sentiment Report and nothing much else. So King Condor off a couple days next week. King AI, unless the bot says so, will be trading.
Awesome. All right, so maybe a little bit of a shorter show than average today.
No, we went over a half hour.
We covered it all. I know. I feel like we've been more like 40, 45. We just love the sounds of our own voice, or there's a lot of great bots to talk about. But either way, all right. Well, fantastic. Thank you so much for joining us here today. Hope you have an exciting weekend planned, or not. You can have just as much fun doing nothing. Whatever you want to do, just do that, okay? And we're going to be back here Monday morning at 8:30 a.m. Eastern for episode 189, getting close to 200. Episode 189 of Man and Machine. And until next time, we will see you at the peak. Take care, everybody.
You know how the financial world goes. Here comes the buzzkill. Please make sure to take some time to read this boring disclaimer. We will owe you one.